Hi, welcome back. I'm Sifu Wayne, author of the Wing Chun Compendium series of books and head instructor of the Canadian Wing Chun Academy. I'd like to welcome you to the next in a series of video question and answer sessions. Let's head on out to the studio. Hi, welcome back. This week I'm going to spend a little bit of time and talk about intent. Specifically, what I'd like to do is make the distinction between energy or effort or power and the intention to exert effort or energy or power. So when we talk about intent in Wing Chun, there's no physical component to it. That is, if I talk purely about intent, there's no physical component. That doesn't mean intent can't be accompanied by a physical component. To illustrate, if you had let's say some money in your hand, and I had the intent to get that money, I can have that intent without actually physically taking an action. I may decide to act on that intent and reach out to try and grab your money, snatch the proverbial coin from the palm, if you will. But when you're doing the Wing Chun, when you're doing the Chi Sao, having an intent to go forward is separate and distinct from actually putting pressure so the other person can feel your intent. When you're doing Chi Sao with someone, I rest my hand. My intent is to go forward. So as soon as there's an opening, my hand goes forward. That's different than having actual pressure against my hand and calling that intent. When it moves, it shoots forward. Kind of the same thing, but intent itself, or yi, or the mind, should not have associated with it, or doesn't necessarily have to have associated with it, physical presence or physical pressure. So intent isn't necessarily something that you're going to let your partner feel. When you're fighting or when you're in a confrontation, you don't necessarily want your opponent to feel that you have intent to go one way or the other. You want to keep that, kind of like keep the cards to yourself. So that's all I'm going to say this week about intent. Again, I thank you all very much for spending the time with me. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thanks very much. I'll talk to you then.